Interlake, and I'd like to welcome you all to my channel. Yes, I do. Well, there was a yelling argument out there in the hallway about 5 minutes ago. And I'm trying to find the number for the Manitoba housing complaint and all that. So then I phoned Juliet, and she's got a leak in her basement now, and she's looking for the number and all of that kind of stuff. I tell you. But I am going to report him. So that happened at about 11. So I'm going to do that. And he was just carrying on and saying, I can't remember her name. She's got like a male name. I don't know. But anyways, she's the one that cleans the floors and everything. And he was coming out, and yeah, she just sent me. And I'm going to put that in as soon as I'm finished here. Yeah. But he was out there and just, I don't give a F, what anybody says. I live here and you don't. And I said, hey, stop with this yelling. And you're not supposed to be swearing. I don't give a F nothing. So I'm not happy. I'm not happy. So I'm just trying to calm down after that, but I'm going to report it. She said she's going to report it too. So it's, oh, maybe, finally. Maybe. She told him, she says, would you stop spilling coffee all over the place? What's it to you? I live here and you don't. No. And she started getting at him. Well, you're a pig and you're. Oh my gosh. Oh, what a way for Sunday to go. Anyways, it is Sunday, the 24th of May, 2026. It is Pentecost Sunday. And yeah. So that is. What a way to start. What a way to start. So, anyways, and poor Juliet, she unplugged her sump pump because it wasn't doing anything. And then when she got home from church, everything was flooded all over the place. Oh, oh. So I am working here on Jesus the Good Shepherd because it makes it easier. That for me to work on instead of counting. I'm still so discombobulated. Absolutely. So it is an absolutely beautiful, gorgeous day out here. Oh, well, better you than us here. We've got beautiful sunshine. Beautiful, beautiful. Just a slight breeze. I mean, it's a month late, but we'll take it. Yes. So you can have all that rain. That's what we had here during the week. So, yeah. But anyway, so I gotta calm my heart down. That is just Like, he was very, very aggressive. It was beautiful past 2 days, but crazy hot. Yeah. No, we didn't get that hot. But here it's supposed to get up to, I think it's 22. Just a minute. Just a minute. I'm just going to see here. There's something going on outside. Just a minute. Oh, okay. That's Eric talking over there. Oh gosh, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. He's slitting his own throat. That's what he's doing. But he is an extremely messy, messy person. So, yeah. Oh gosh. Nobody else is that dirty here. And I see he still hasn't taken a shower. Oh, yeah. So, oh, gosh. Anyways. Yeah, so welcome to my life. You missed the beginning. Well, what happened was I was here, I was getting ready to do my life. And all of a sudden, I hear the housekeeper, him across the hall. He was yelling at her. And then he started swearing at her. And she said, "You're dirty, you're a pig, whatever it is," right? Which he is, which he is. And, um, and so I opened up the door because I didn't want him to go at her, right? So I opened up the door and I said, "Hey, hey, what's going on here? What are you doing? What are what the F do you care?" And I said, and she was telling him, "Look, you clean up after yourself. Quit spilling coffee all over the place." And that. And he said, "What the F do you know? And I live here and you don't. I don't give a F," and all that. And he was starting to turn on me. And I said, "That's it. I'm reporting you. I'm reporting you." And I was looking for the number here and I couldn't find the number. So I called Juliet quickly and but she's in the middle of a flooded situation in her basement. Yeah. Oh my gosh. He said, "I don't give a F what you do. I live here and you don't," and all that kind of stuff. And I said, "That's it. I'm reporting you. I'm reporting you." You know? And I thought maybe he was out there arguing and all that. No, no, we shouldn't have to deal with that. Not at all. He was extremely aggressive. And I, yeah, that is unacceptable, Gigi. Absolutely. It's ground zero all the time. All the time. And like, why should we have to deal with that? Like, that is just so unacceptable behavior. I don't care if he's got a frontal lobe injury. Okay, so I have one too, but not to the extent that he's got. I've had mine through concussions and that. And he had his, well, I guess concussions, but he had it because he was beat up. And and just like Eric here down the hallway. But they didn't think he was going to make it either. And so anyways, But he's not like that. But this jerk across the hallway, he is. Yes. Well, it's just, you know, I felt for her. I'm trying to remember her name. Lee. Lee is her name. Lee. I knew it was kind of a man's name. Lee. And I thought he was going to attack her. That's what I was thinking. And she had the mop in her hand already. And then see when I came into it, then he divided his attention between her and me. And she said after she's finished, she's going to report it. I said, that's good. I went to find the number and I couldn't find the number. I have it on a card, but I can't see it. I've got to, maybe I pull some of the magnets off and see if it's underneath there. Oh, yeah. So as soon as this live is done, I'm doing that. Please remember to give me a thumbs up. Yeah. Anyways, that is what happened. I know they say that you shouldn't confront them, but I thought he was going to go after her. I really, I really thought that he was going to go after her. No, Jonah. Jonah. Yeah. And of course, that's Jonah. Ruthie is hiding somewhere. But yeah, that's it. That is it. That is it. That is it. That is it. We shouldn't have to deal with that. So, but anyways, so my heart is still just going. So I don't know what's going to happen. They keep saying one more chance, one more chance. I told the building manager, I said, this is the wrong place for him. It is. He needs to be either in a psychiatric facility or someplace where he is monitored, where he is, you know, you have to have respect for other people. You know, you got to wash yourself, right? But I mean, like, he is just, it's just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Ugh. So I'm not happy. Happy. Oh, yeah. Anyway, what I also worked on yesterday, I worked on the Egyptian sampler. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Oh, gosh. Get right like this. That's how far I am. So we can see the pharaoh, his crown, his headdress or whatever, the asp. I'm not sure if they consider this an Egyptian hound or is that Horus? Yeah, yeah. I still have, I've got about, oh my gosh, I've got to go down to about here to have that page finished. And then it's down a little bit further, and then I'm done. Wow. Then I got to work across, right? So I did very well yesterday. I was doing really well yesterday. So, yeah. Oh my gosh. Now my asthma's acting up. Let it wash over me like rain off a duck. Yep. So, oh, Crow was going after, or Raven. No, not. A crow, I think, was going after another bird. So, oh gosh, I don't like it when things happen like that. I don't know who does. I don't know who does. So, oh, he's down there yelling again. Was finished with Winter Robin. I love stitching it, but ready for a change. You've been working on that one for quite a while. I thought you'd have that one finished by now. Yeah. So, if you're just joining me, thank you. These are the joys that happen in Manitoba housing. But he was good for a while, and now he's gone off the deep end again. And nobody should have to live under those conditions. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, yeah, so this one here, this is what I'm working on. This is the Good Shepherd. I know it's backwards. And I work on this when I do my lives because it's easier. I don't have to pay too much attention. So that's 13. Okay, so what is this? 15, 16, 17, 18. Is that right? No, it's 13. Ugh. So what one is that? Oh, I don't have my thread in there. Where the heck did it go? Oh, maybe it's down here. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Yeah. Is that it? Is that it? Nope, that's not it. That's not the color. Oh, gosh. I don't know where. Okay, well, I'll have to work on a different one. Okay, so what am I going to work on here now? Okay. 23. Let's work on 23. And maybe by the end of this, I will feel so much better. 23. Here we go. Okay. Oh, gosh. Oh. I can't wait to see what it looks like when you're finished there, Gigi. That should be really nice looking. Yeah, I don't know where that thread went to. It's a whole. No, not that one. No, that's not it. So. And he's always down there and he's going, oh, like this. I know it's you again for the pattern you sent me from that magazine. Oh, you're more than welcome. That was quite a while ago. Yes. Mm. Yeah. So what are your plans for the next one? What are your plans for working on the next one? You join a boy? You join a boy? He doesn't like to get bothered either. So that was 23, right? 23. Yep. Okay. So that is the pink here. Well, I have Summer by the Seaside started. Oh, oh. There's a bunch of people that are working on that, I think. If there's so many of them lately that I don't know. I don't know. Oh gosh, come on, get over there. There. Get over there. Oh, I forgot to take my pen. It's just one, but uh, poor Jonah. He doesn't know what to make of it. Hey, Jonah boy. Yeah. So I'm just going to work on this here. My fabric, I think, for my time traveler. And I will show you what time traveler is. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go here. Okay, pattern keep. No. All right. Let me see here. I'm going to get the picture of it. I know it's way down here. Way down here. I think. Oh, not right there. Oh, yes, right here. Oh, my gosh. Go like that. So let me see here. No, that's not what I want. It's not what I want. So I'm going to do this here. You mock up. Okay. That's what I'm going to be working on. All of this is different color threads. I don't know if I'm going to put this in behind there because there's already, stuff on it's a printed fabric. So, yeah. So that is in gold thread, I believe. But I like this. This is a Joan Elliott. Yeah. No, it's in some kind of a thread. I don't know what kind it is. But that's what I'm going to be. Hi, Christina. I guess she's here finally. Yeah, it's by Justin Ann, lots of specialties, but I would like to finish it this year. Oh, okay, that's a different one that I was thinking of. Yeah, that's a totally different one. So I'm thinking, should I take an Ativan? That just affected me to no end. I'll feel better once I report him. And yeah. So oh, and you know what he's doing? He's going to be down there complaining. Oh, that witch in number 8. She's doing that. But you know what? I just got in the middle between Lee and him. And Lee is she does like the vacuuming and the mopping of the floors and things like that. She was getting mad at him because he's made a mess of everything, the carpet, everything. And so I was getting up and he was verbally, "Hi, Lynette. Have a nice cup of tea." Yeah. Um, he was verbally abusing her. I, do- I don't care what the F, and I live the F here and you F and don't, and all that stuff. And I said, hey, what's going on here? Just kind of calm down. Oh, what the F do you want? And all that. And I said, you're not supposed to be swearing and yelling. And like he was just, I was worried about her. I was worried about her. And I thought maybe he was going to attack her. But thankfully, once I got there, then he kind of went from her to me and back to her and to me. And I said, that's it. I'm going to put in a complaint. The only thing was I couldn't find my card. Ugh. So I will have to look it up. Ah. So, Lynette, what are you doing today? What are you doing today? What is everybody working on? I am working on Jesus the Good Shepherd. I was working, uh, this is how far I got done. Just a minute here. Oh, gosh. That's how far I got done yesterday on Egyptian Sampler. So, yeah. So it's coming along pretty good. I'm happy. I think he'll be happy too. I think he'll be happy too. And then I'm going to have to see about getting a frame or something for it. And I'll frame it myself. Hopefully I can find, the right narrow and high frame. So, because I'm not paying Michael's. I'm kitting up a few projects today. Don't know if I'll get to actually stitch on anything today. Why is that? Why is that? You got company coming, or you're not feeling well, or the weather here is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. So, okay. But I am looking forward to starting Time Traveler. But I think that the back of I don't think I have to put that clock there because there's another thing. And the fabric is just a minute here. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Where is it here? Right here. And go back here. Go back here. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. Okay, where is it? Nope. Oh, more. Okay. It is, gosh, what is it? No, not that one, not that one, not that one. That one. I don't know if you can. Can you guys see that? See? That's the fabric that I'm going to be using. And, okay, so it's 17, come on, which is what? Let me see here. What is it called? It is called Axes of Time. That's what it's called. I'm going to try to get out in my garden. I have lots of things that need to be planted, and it has been raining all weekend. I'm hoping the rain will let up for a few hours so I can get out there. Yeah, yeah, I know. Enjoy the summer while we've got it, right? Especially here. We're a month behind. We're a month behind. So, yeah. Oh, gosh. Gosh, oh, gosh. So, what projects are you kidding up, Lynette? Can you name some, a few, one? And why did you choose that? Please remember to give me the thumbs up. There's 9 of you on here and only 2. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm a pest for that. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, and Ruthie, I am not sure where she is. She's hiding somewhere. She's hiding somewhere. So, yeah. But I am enjoying this Egyptian sampler. It's really it's really nice. I'm looking forward to getting it finished and giving it to him. I think it's going to be absolutely, I'm sure he's going to like it. I'm sure he's going to like it because he's from Cairo, and um, that's where the pyramids are, and the Valley of the Kings are close by, and um, uh, the zigzag pyramid, and or the bent pyramid, or whatever it is. It's all right close there, right along the River Nile. So, but I am looking forward to starting on Time Traveler. Now, I think it's left Mississauga. I'm hoping so, anyways. And I guess we'll um, have to wait and see. So if it is, it takes, say, 48 hours, barring any road accidents and closures. And so Monday, Tuesday, I figure by Wednesday I should have it. But I won't be able to start it Wednesday morning. I'll have to start it later because unless it comes Tuesday and then I can start it Wednesday. So all these plans I've got, you know that? All these plans. Yeah. So I'm just working here on this printed one because it's easier to work on as I'm talking to you guys. Mm, hungry. I had such a good sleep last night that it was one of those mornings I just did not want to get out of bed. Not at all. Oh boy, I'm too hot here. I haven't done my laundry in 2 weeks, so on Tuesday I've got a lot to do. This one. Yeah. So I'm listening to my audiobook. I didn't put anything away here this morning. Um, that I just had such a good sleep. I just did not want to get out of bed. Oh yes, my audiobook. It's called Between Two Fires. And it is set in 1340 something during the time of the bubonic or the Black Plague in Europe. And I thought it was just going to be kind of like where they took it from history and did like that. Well, it is that, but it's also a fantasy. So it's at a time when God gave Satan and his fallen angels the ability to torture people, but not to kill them, outright kill them. And so he put the plague, he let them have the plague. But that's not like going and running them through or something, you know. And I did a little bit of research about the Black Plague last night because I always do. I'm always kind of curious about stuff that happens. Like if I'm reading something, I want to know, you know, how much is true and how much has been taken liberty of. And there were three turns of the plague, or three times that the plague it came on, people died, then it stopped for 5 years or so, and then it came back again. And it originated in China, and it came across on the rats, the fleas on the rats. So, and that's how it spread. And they even were able to find the first ship that took it from like France or Italy or something like that and went up to England. So they were able to do that. It's really interesting. It's really interesting. I like history. I like learning about stuff like that. And of course, they didn't know how it spread and how it ended up just, running through the population. And they said, I think it's up either one quarter or one third of the population of Europe succumbed to it. So, and they said that for years there was nobody there to work on the fields and grow food and all that kind of stuff. And they also said that it took from the 1300s until the 1600s, I believe, for the population to have regained itself to where it was pre-plague. So, yeah, it's just, how these people suffered. And they said that there are 1 to 2,000 cases of the plague that show itself every year. So it's not gone, it's endemic. It'll never go away. But it's, we just happen to have the really good um, antibiotics and that kind of stuff. And they said they didn't know what caused it until sometime in either the early or the middle 1800s. And that's when they discovered what it was that caused um, this. I just find that fascinating. I just I really like history and stuff, and like I read a series of books which were really good by Octavia Randolph, and it's called The Circle of Caradwin. Now, that was at a time when I could read the books. She got a narrator, and that narrator is just, oh, they always sound like they got marbles in their mouth or cotton balls, and the girl's supposed to be like 14. You have to wait till June 1st to plant here in New Hampshire. I hope to buy my annuals this. Yeah. See, I don't buy annuals. I don't buy annuals. It's I just go for the perennials. Yeah. So that's what I do. Because if I'm going to spend the money, I might as well have it on plants that self-propagate and grow and multiply and all that. And you could just leave them in the ground. They only had one perennial over here, and that was the prairie grass. And I didn't want that. That's good if you've got like a rock garden or something like that. My birdies aren't around so much today. I like to accent with annuals. I have hundreds of perennials and about 42 peony bushes. Oh, I want peonies. Mmm. but they take so long to grow. One year I bought 3 of them, 4 of them, and only one grew. The rest died off. It's a lot of money to spend. But I go for the unusual colors. I just go for something that is so unusual, so different, so like something you don't see very often. And I just don't like annuals. I mean, I've had annuals a lot of times, like carnations and pansies and those kind of things, but no. I mean, there's a nice flower bed right out front, so I propagated 4 of them from 2 mother plants and bought different colors for the others. Yeah. That's what I like. I go for the unusual colors of flowers that you normally don't see. Like here, daylilies. Most people have either red or yellow. Well, no. So I got one that's a black one. It's called Black Stockings. And one that is a strawberry cream one. And one that is, oh gosh, where did I put it? Where's my Kleenex? Oh. Oh, well, that one's empty. What the heck is that? Oh, gosh. I've got a different bird out there. I don't know if it's a sparrow, if it's got yellow here. It must be a male. And it looks like a sparrow, but it's not. I want to try and find one of those bird books and see what I can. So I used to have one years ago. My in-laws gave me one for Christmas one year. I have no idea where it went to. No idea. So, oh, Eric's looks like he's gonna mow the lawn. He likes doing that kind of stuff. So, but my daylilies here, they've got full sun. Well, there are trees around, but they will have full sun basically. Yeah. Oh gosh. I have a cross stitch peony as a whip. I'm going to make into a 12 by 12 whip that I need to get back to. Oh yeah. Yeah, I really, you know, I wish I could grow hydrangeas. I wish we could, my clematis would grow, but because they have clematis down there. But I've always had trouble with clematis. Um, yeah, because we're so far north, not as north as Thompson, but still north. I don't know what time zone we are. Not time zone. Frost zone? Is that what it is? Planting zone? Something like that. I don't know if we're 5 or. You can plant near apartment window. What do you mean? Like outside? Like outside? Not inside. I don't think I'd want one inside. I mean, they're beautiful and everything, but I don't think I'd want one inside. Where where can you plant there? Out in front here. Right out. Just a minute here. I'll show you. Oh my gosh. 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 Hey there, baby. It's right out there. Can you see? I put in those daylilies. That iris was there. There's a, and the tulips were down there already. So yeah. So that's right in front of my window here, in front of my apartment. Mm. I'm not planting on someone else's apartment. No. Just a minute here. I got to plug you in. Oh, gosh. There. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, there are planters out there, but I think Kathy said that they will put annuals in there. Hmm. You should see in the back there. Eric's got a huge garden. He plants a huge garden back there. Tomatoes and cucumbers and potatoes and all of that. So I have to take pics of you. Yes, I'm going to. Yeah, as soon as hopefully they come up. Well, the ones that were already there and the irises. I just hope they're different colored irises, not just the purple ones. I like, again, I like different colors. Oh, I also got a bearded daylily. And yeah, I don't know what the other ones. There are 4 different colors. Yeah. When I feel overwhelmed or sad, I go out to work in my garden and always feel better. Yep, that's right. That's right. Yeah. The thing is, I go out there and it's, oh gosh, I get down to do something and then I have a hard time getting up. So, but I did put that soil down in there, so which was good. It needed it. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Okay. The question for Sunday, this Sunday's live, or questions, is um yeah. The only thing is my knees can't really take it. And then when I go try to stand, my legs become really wobbly. So, today's questions are: Have you have you ever stitched on like a black fabric, um, dark green, dark blue, whatever, like a really dark fabric? And if so, was it just a small piece, or did you work on a big piece? The second part to that question is: Have you ever worked on colored fabric? And do you like working on colored fabric? Hand dyed or whatever it is, something other than white or cream or whatever. And then the third part is, um, do you use variegated threads? And what have you stitched using variegated threads? You stitched on something big or something small or whatever. Yeah. So I've done quite a few on black. I was thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? After you get using it, yes to all: black, navy blue, light blue, large and small, yes to variegated. So you've done it all there, Gigi. Good for you. Yeah, I same here. I've done all kinds. I've used variegated as a not a full coverage. It would look terrible as a full coverage. Like, say this as a full coverage, because you would put it all in here and you'd lose it, right? That's not what you do. Um, I love working on colored fabric, especially blues and greens. Still haven't used any variegated thread, but plan it to in the near future. Yeah, just go ahead and try it. Now, you see, depending on how you put your thread in, you'll get bands like this, or you'll get bands like this up and down, or like here. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it fun. Now, there is another color thread, and it is called colorless. It is like a variegated, but variegated usually means in the same family, in the same color. Like this here is the golds, the browns, um, you know, yellow, that kind of thing. Colorless has different colors in there. So for say, I don't know where it is, where I put it, but they'll have like Christmas colors: red, green, and white. They'll have Americana colors, red, white, and blue, like that. Two different colors, and you will get something completely different with that. I would use that sparingly on projects because it's very hard for the eye to rest. When you have different colors. Say, like if you had yellow and red and green in there, and you put them all together, like they may look good together for certain things. Like you could pick something like that out for um, leaves, like here, see that? But if you did the whole thing like that, it wouldn't look right. Yeah. So you have to complete each cross stitch with variegated, not cross country, to get the nice transition in. Otherwise, you get blocks of colors. And see, that doesn't matter to me. See here? That does not matter to me. Like that. See, I have blocks, blocks, blocks. Nope, 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 nope. You forgot the U in colors. It's COLOURS. At least for us up here. Mm. It depends on what you want. What I would really suggest though is when you're using it, make sure that when you cut it off of the whole thread, the 6 individual threads, that you put them together so that, like, say brown is at the top, yellow, and so that they're even down. Otherwise you're going to get something completely different. You're going to get a top, like the bottom of your X will be one color and then the top will be another color, or it'll be different, or yeah, I've done that before. But as far as, sometimes I complete them all, sometimes I only go short little ways. Yeah. So yeah. So oh my goodness. Well, somebody's smoke alarm is going off. I wonder if that's, some days he cooks and it's just like, oh my gosh. Mm. And then you get 2 of them here that smoke weed, and that is absolutely disgusting. I used colorless on my daughter's wedding sampler. It came out so pretty. Well, that's good, but it wasn't a very big one, right? Like it wasn't the size of a long dog. Like using it like that, that is good. But to use it on a big project, like a monochromatic long dog sampler or other samplers, if it's a smaller one, it'll look better. But otherwise, your eyes, well, especially my eyes, don't know where to rest. See this here, I can rest my eye on the background, right? And because there's different things here. So it doesn't look so, but if I used, yeah, but that was still a color that that wasn't a colorless. That was a variegated. It was only used on motifs in the border as accents. Okay, yeah. So then that's That's why. If I had, do I have, let me see here what I've got. Yeah, like I've worked on Pandemic that uses variegated, but I wouldn't use it with, let me see here. What is this? No, not that. Nothing there. You just get a different, see, this here is a variegated, but you see that it's in the same colorway, right? This is this what I had? I don't know if that's, gosh, no, not there. So just a minute. Oh, 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 oh. This one? Oh, no, that's not it. But if you look at colorists, they've got different, there's different colorways in it. Okay, here. This is what I mean by colorists. Okay, see, you've got different colors. It's a variegated, but there are different, there's different colors in there. So that's what I mean by colorists. Some of them are really, really wacky colors. And I've seen some that do long dog samplers on them, and it's just like, but I mean, they did it. They must have liked it. So sometimes it can enhance your stitching. Other times it just takes it away. You know, like it just ruins the picture because it's just too. It just doesn't look right. So, oh gosh, yeah. Mm. If I don't eat something, I get sick. I start to get very nauseous. So yeah, so that's, but you can do whatever you want, right? You can do whatever you want. If it's something that you like and you would like to look at all the time, then go for it. Don't let me or anybody else stop you. It's just because my eyes and how I look at things is different than how you look at things. So we are all different, that's for sure. Colors. Colours. That's the real way to spell colors. It's like honor. Honour. That's how we spell honor. That's it's the same thing, I know, but sometimes I just get because it looks so odd to me. And I'm sure that the way we spell it looks odd to you. Mm. The bird food in there, in one of those feeder, well, the only feeder I've got out there, lasts about 2 to 3 days. It depends on if any of the bigger ones come in, like the finches and the bigger finches. So, but if it's just the smaller ones, but they make a mess. Have to go on the hunt. Just don't step on it. Just don't step on it, or worse yet, sit on it. Oh my gosh, I've sat on needles. Oh my gosh, and they've gone in like that far. Oh, yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the worst things that can happen. Or dropping all your beads. That is a nightmare. And I've done that. Mm-mm. You get hummingbirds up there too. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've had a few of them around here. I don't put out a feeder for them. Juliet has got 4 feeders where she is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We get hummingbirds. We may not get a lot of the other birds. Like there are here where I am, I have yet to see a blue bunting, but they will have them down there further in southern Manitoba. They have them there. But mm, okay, I think I can go there. Like I never had love hummingbirds and look forward to seeing for spring. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I leave that to Juliet. She doesn't like putting out bird food, and I'm one for the other birdies. So, but I still do get because I have my wind chimes there and all of that. So they come and they figure that there's something there. But she put out the hummingbird feeders yesterday. And you shouldn't buy the store bought hummingbird food. You should make your own because there's bacteria or something that can grow in that and it can make them sick. And just to have it just clear. Or what you do is you put it into one of those red colored feeders. I'm really fortunate to live along a major migratory flyway, so many different birds to see. Yeah, we are here too. Like they travel up north, but we get a lot of geese, snow geese, pelicans. We have bald eagles, golden eagles, other migratory birds like that. But we do have these smaller birds that come. But the rose-breasted grosbeak, that was a, and the orioles. I've never had them show up. Never. And I mean, like I just lived over there, a kilometer. Didn't have them. Not at all. And we have a big area down, it's north of Winnipeg, but south of me. It's called Oak Hammock Marsh. And it is a wildlife preserve, like for birds. And there are lots and lots and lots. Oh, yeah, swans too. Yeah, we get them here. And I have yet to see a cardinal. I have yet to see a cardinal. But I was so happy to see the orioles and the red-breasted grosbeaks. And I think I had a bird here, and it was called red tanager. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a purple finch or in that family. But no, it's a red tanager. But there was only the one. So I've always been one. My mother was a bird watcher. So so happy you have Orioles. I have them every year and feed them oranges and grape jelly. Yes, I heard they like grape jelly. The males are so gorgeous. Maybe you'll see a cardinal from your new place. Yeah, I've never seen them. I've never seen them down there yelling. I do have a headache though, for sure. Yeah, the Orioles, they probably have always been here. I just never had them at my feeders. I've had goldfinches. I've had cedar waxwings, but they stayed only a few days and moved on. So, and cardinals and cedar waxwings, sure, cedar waxwings, they are different from blue jays. Blue jays are kind of like in like crows, blackbirds. Oh, thank you. Um, yeah, but cardinals and cedar waxwings are part of the finch family, I believe. You have to look at their beaks. I Now maybe it is that cardinals. No, I think cardinals are part of the finch family. I'm sure. Cardinals. Bird. Let me check there. Yeah, they're part of the finch family. Yeah, because you can tell their beaks are different. Blue jays have longer beaks. They're more like starlings and blackbirds and those kind, whereas cardinals have got the fatter beaks. So so the grosbeaks are part of that finch family. So yeah, it's a beautiful day there. Yes, it is. It is. And it's supposed to be nice all this week, which means I can get out and go for a walk every day. Every day. I wonder how Juliet is making out with her basement there and her flooding. She had turned the sump pump off, she said. I only talked to her for a few minutes before I came on here. She turned the sump pump off because it wasn't doing anything. It was coming on, but there was nothing there. Nothing was coming out. And then she turned it off and forgot to turn it back on again. And her basement flooded. You know, I'm so glad that I don't have to deal with that. I don't have to deal with any of that. It's just, no, nope. So, yeah. Oh boy. What a day, what a day. So, next Sunday, there will be a live, God willing, of course, and that will be from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And so the next time, because next Sunday is the last Sunday in May. Okay, so let me see here. Yeah. Okay. So then that means third Sunday, the 21st is when Father Paul is coming. So, yeah. So we will have, what is it? We will have one, two, three of you heard that there is a shortage of chronic. It's extremely difficult to get. Yeah, I've been hearing that. That's been going on for years and years and years. It's I wish they would come up with something that would be better to use. I know Rainbow Gallery is better to use. And blending filament is an absolute nightmare. That is an absolute nightmare. But that's all that there was 40 years ago. And the gold thread, the gold metallic thread, oh my gosh. That was just, that was also a nightmare to work with. These designers that keep charting with it. Yeah, I agree. But you know what I do? I don't use Krynic. I don't use that or blending filament. I use E12. If it's in a colorway that I can, um, that I have, that's what I use. So, like for wings on a angel, I will use um, the A12, and I have no problem stitching with it. I've heard others say that it is a pain to use. No, I find it okay. I just I find it actually easier to use than Krynic and that. I think I have one here. Just a minute. Let me see here if I can find it. I thought I had it here. No, that's what I thought I had. Oh yes, here we go. Okay. And what I do is, and you use it just like ordinary floss. And oh, just a second. I get headaches. That you just use one one thread here. You just, or you can use two. It depends on the thickness you are looking for. But I prefer to do that. I've used it with all kinds of um, other projects. So I've used it for snow. Um, and it just gives it that extra little sparkle. And I find it easier, much easier to stitch with. However, that being said, like I normally use a 26 needle. So I would use a 24 needle instead. Same when you're using the metallics, because otherwise, and use shorter strands because it does wear as you're doing it because they've got little hairs on them, and so it will snag. And then it fuzzes up. do, 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 do. Okay, here and here. But yeah, I don't know why designers keep using that, but they're looking for the sparkle, right? They're looking for the fluff. They're looking for that little extra bit of dimension. And that, I think if you use it in the right project, it works good. Like if you have a project that would have snow around, you can do that. And, well, I had a few projects here. Just a minute. Let me go and grab them. And I will show you. I will show you. Just a minute here. Oh, go there. I'll show you them. Mm-mm. Is that down here? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, this one. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Probably some of you will. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Remember, I said that I had worked on black before. Well, I had done this one, so I had done that one. But this here is, I don't know, maybe some of you remember this one. Glad tidings. Anyway, I worked here. You can see right here, right there. And it just gives it that little extra bit of sparkle. Okay, so that's what I did on that one. I also, up in here. Yeah, see here. You don't want to do it if you've got a big area, right? Because you want it, see here, I just used regular thread and then just had this bit of snow in here. And then, of course, what I did was I put in snowflakes. And yeah, I'll have to see about doing that. And see down here, I should, I've had it. How long have I had it? 2021. 5 years. So that's why you put your initials and your date on it, so that you can go back and you can go, oh my gosh, it's been so long. Yeah. And here I used, here for the star, I used H-wall in there too. So oh, see, this here is one that I had done on black, Honeybee Lane. I did that. When did I do this one? 2024. And see, I still have. And if you're just starting out trying to work on black or something, like you can see through it, right? That's why if you can put a light underneath it, do that. But if you're going to start working on black or any other darker color, do work on a small piece first. Okay. I don't know here if this one. Oh, this one I used glow in the dark thread right here. That's where I use that. And I did this in 24 too. I remember working on that. Oh yeah, I was over there at the other house. Yes. Looks good. And I had brightened up these oranges. And here I put beads in here. So just to put some beads in. You can add embellishments in every which way. This is another one I did. That's a fall one. I'm going to go through these. I might as well. So I worked on this one, and I should do this one up too. All of these, I should do them up. Oh, yeah. This is, yes, I used A12 on this one too. And you can see it right here. Right here. I used here. And then I put in these silver beads and put a snowflake and put beads up in here. And this was 2024 again. Oh, and then how many of you remember this one? This is where I use the étoile again, up in here. So, and I put lots of beads in here, and I think I put the étoile. No, that's not. I think it was just the wings. I think it was just the wings that I put the étoile in. Yeah. And I picked my own colors for the beads and all that. Oh my gosh, I've done these and I should start framing them up. And here's another one I did on black. Flower Market. 2021. This is, I forgot all about this one. I've got these. I really need to frame them. Here, Hive Rules. 2024. This one didn't take me too long. But you notice here I put bees in here. Put all different kinds of bees. Let me see, where are they? Nope. Yeah, one right there. So, but I left some I stitched, you see. So you don't want to do it where there's, it's too overwhelming. So, and this says, if you can't read it backwards, it says Hive Rules. Be sweet like honey. Mind your own beeswax. Always be humble and kind. Believe in yourself and others. Love and be loved. So I have enough room here. I want to try and do maybe the autumn one. Autumn Rules. Yes, this is one here I did with the étoile. Okay, remember this one? Santa's Village. So here you can see here I put snowflakes in there. I see here, this is where I put the étoile. But I didn't put it on everything. Well, here I did, here. But not on her apron, not on his beard, right? And they're just where the snow. That's what I did. So here on the roof. And see, it just adds that little bit. And did I put it here? Yeah. See, I put it right here at the base of the trees and that. So if you use it, you know, like I didn't use it here for the geese, right there, because you don't want to overwhelm it, right? You just don't want to do that. All these ones. Then I did this one. Oh my gosh, this one's just all, oh my gosh, here. That one and that one. I've got strings coming off of here. Okay. This was another one I did on black. These are the good old days. That's what it says. I know it's backwards. And so I did this. I did not, did I do it this way? These, yeah, these are the good old days. So, and I did this one last year. But I didn't put any embellishments on that. I might yet. And then I don't know if I did. I did this one because this is one of my favorite quotes right there. And I put in, see, I covered things up, and so that it's non-offensive, especially to me, like that's a snowflake. Yeah. Hi, Ruthie. She's come out. It says, we're going to have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny F and K, and when Santa squeezes his down that chimney tonight, he's going to find the jolliest bunch of a-holes this side of the nut house. I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it. And when did I do that? That must have been a couple of years ago too, huh? 2024? Yep, 2024. Did a lot in 2024. Okay, so here's another black one. See, I've worked on black before. And here I didn't use the A12, but I put beads in. Yeah, and I put here the string of lights. So, hey, Ruthie, you looking at the birdies? And this one I did in 2020. Somebody was working on this one, and I had to do it. I had to do it. This is another one here. This is on charcoal gray. And this says, just a minute here, right there. This says, Summer Flag Celebrate 1867 Parade True Patriot Love O Canada Fireworks 1st of July Home Free Canada Day. There was something more down here, but I couldn't get it in there. My fabric wasn't big enough. And that's okay. And then I did here. These are my Oktoberfest gnomes. And if you will notice here, I put a feather in his cap. So doing with little embellishments, just don't overdo it. Don't make it look tacky. And then I did this one. That was for one of my, we've got to get back and working on those, what do you call them? Somebody help me. What's the word for it? Challenges. Yeah. So that's what I did for that one. What is this? This is nothing. Yeah, they the birdies. And then I had done this one. My winter sampler. I have the others, but yeah. So I put beads in here, and and that. So I'm not sure. See, yeah, these are blue snowflakes. Yeah. And this one I did in 2022. So yeah, I've done a lot of them. I've done a lot of them. Oh, but that's how you can add things into a project. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I not have? Oh gosh, I don't know. I had one there and it was, what is it? Phoenix sampler or something like that. And that's where I used the colorist threads in there for the for the Phoenix and all of that. So now is where is my stitching? Where the heck did my stitching go? No. Oh, here it is. So it you can add all kinds of things to your projects. And it can enhance it, but if you use too much, it can it can detract away from it. So my gosh. Oh boy. So I'd like to see you all maybe perhaps try a little bit of embellishments. And you can find on Amazon, you can find containers full of embellishments, all different kinds. You know, like you can find, say for summer, I have some here that are like starfish and oysters and whatever else. You can add all kinds of things, an anchor, a ship's wheel, yeah, whatever. So, yeah. Okay, so what am I working on here? I'm working on this. Okay, well, let's go here. Let's go this way. Is that the color? I want to make sure that's the color. Yeah, I guess it is. Looks really kind of orange. And is that around the lamb? Must be. It must be. It must be. So, but it's amazing what you can do. You can change things around. You don't have to do it the way. This is someone's interpretation, right? I am one, I like to put my own twist on it. I I just like mine to be different than somebody else's. It's just that that's what I enjoy. That's what I like. Because it's, I don't know, if you see the same thing over and over and over and over again. It kind of loses that special quality. So that's why I think with Time Traveler, I'm going to. And there's also Victorian Lady. I think I've got her. And or dance card or whatever it's called. Um, I want to change the colors on that one. I just don't like the colors. I just don't like them. Don't like them. Yeah. I wonder if that's going to be Eric. No. The lawn tractors are coming out. I think that was Glenn. He had the lawn tractor out. Like this would have been an absolutely wonderful weekend last weekend. Oh, this weekend. So tomorrow is Memorial Day in the US. So for those who are veterans, those who had someone who passed away during a war, is a survivor of the war, military personnel. Um, now is the time to honor them. So thank you for your service. Yeah. And that goes for Gigi. I don't know if anybody else. Who else is on here? Gigi was in the military. I don't know if anybody else was. I was in the militia. Going back, 50 some odd years ago. Gosh, hard to believe. But I had to leave because I couldn't get a ride anymore. We lived way out in the country, and I couldn't I couldn't get a ride. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else on here. Is anybody else here, that was in the military? Um, Even if you just stayed at home, you know. So, yeah. See, we don't have that here. We have Remembrance Day in November. And that is when we remember all of our fallen soldiers. Well, there you go. Yeah. How long were you in the military for, Gigi? Stop it. So, because I don't, uh, yeah, I can't remember how long you were in there. 9 years, Army. I was going to say the Air Force, but that's Kim Hollenbeck. She was in the Air Force. And I don't know how many years she served. So, I know you guys have all these parades and everything else. Medical command. Yep. Um, yeah. You guys have all these parades and everything else. We have the solemn march, the presenting of the wreaths, the Silver Cross Mother, and that's what we have. But that's on the 11th of November. Ruthie, must you? Must you, must you, must you? So I had dated a couple of guys from the military. I had done that. But that's about as close as I got, really. So, because we had the Royal Military College in Kingston, that's like West Point. RMC is a 4 or 5 year program, something like that. I think that RMC is only in Kingston, I believe. It's a big, sprawling complex right near the base. Well, the base is up here, and they're down here, right along the waterfront. It's where Old Fort Henry is. And I've been through Old Fort Henry, I don't know how many times. That was during that was during the war between the was that the Revolutionary War, I think. Yeah. Or the English and the French. I don't know. I don't know. Something like that. No, that was over there in Europe. Um, Something like that, anyways. Mm, yeah. So, yeah, it's funny how we do different things, right? So, we don't have a Veterans Day, we have Remembrance Day. So, the annual training with the Canadian Army in Valcartier, Quebec. That was fun. Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, well, I'm looking at this like 50 some odd years later, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't think I could have done it. I don't think, because I'm not one, I don't like taking orders. I'm too stubborn for that. I'm too pigheaded. I am just like this. I don't think I ever could. Just like I don't think I could have ever survived in a convent, because I wouldn't, especially with a vow of silence. I had wanted to. I went in when I was 47. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. See here, like if I went in, like I would have probably have been a transport driver. That's probably what I would have done. So That's probably what I would have ended up doing. Yeah. I remember every once in a while in Westport, we would have the military come through with all their vehicles to go on bivouac. Always wanted to serve, and they were recruiting nurse practitioners since my kids were grown. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like here, unless they've changed it, they would not have taken an RPN. You had to be an RN or higher. Um, Lab techs were okay and all that kind of stuff, but not an RPN. And I was an RPN, registered practical nurse. So, yeah. But I think I probably would have done, because I was interested in that anyways. I would have driven truck or been what is it, an operator? A tank? No. A semi? Yeah. Yes, I would have. Yes, I would have. Because that's what I was good at. I mean, I was good as a nurse too, but, you know, no. Armory used them. We called them LPNs, yeah, or LVNs, yeah, support medical staff sergeants, and we depended on them. Yeah. But here, at least when I was in training, they did not accept RPNs. Well, at the time we were RNAs, registered nursing assistants, and then we became RPNs in the early 90s. It changed over. LPNs are here, licensed practical nurses. And here, RPN in Manitoba means registered psychiatric nurse. But I was a registered practical nurse. I mean, we were doing practically everything that an RN used to do. But, oh well, life turned out like it did. And we need to accept the way that things were. No, she's going like this, trying to get at the birdies. You can't get at the birdies there, Missy. I know as much as you like them. Ruthie, Ruthie, Ruthie. Yeah. So it's yeah. So I'm sure that you guys have all these parades and events happening tomorrow and everything. So it would be nice here if they would do that here. And I wish that they would make June Veterans Month. I wish that they would do that. Gosh, threads, threads, threads. So when I'm done here, I am going to phone in a complaint. It's actually good that I waited because that calmed me down and I'm not going to be agitated, hopefully. And yeah, that's just unreal. Like, how he can get away with this is beyond me. You know, like, then he says, I live here and you effing don't. Well, I live here and I don't care for what's happening. I don't like anybody to get booted out. I don't like it. I don't like to do that. However, I was fearful for Lee and for myself. I thought he was going to attack her. I thought if he had anything in his, well, he had a cup in his hand, mug, but you know, like she was just like, you're making a mess all over the place. Everything's a mess because you're spilling your coffee all over the place. Well, I can do it if I want to. I live here and you don't. Yeah, but she's the one that's cleaning. That's not good. And she was just cleaning washing the floor in the laundry room. She's just trying to do her job. And she actually, Juliet told me years ago, I don't know how many years ago, she had fallen off a horse and broke her neck. And they thought that she would be paralyzed from her neck down. Her head sits right on top of her shoulders. She's got no neck to her. They put pins in there and everything else. And she is lucky to be alive. And that is just, you know, nobody deserves to get yelled at like that. Yeah. I hope they do something with him because this is not the right place for him. It is not the right place for him. It is not. It is not. He needs more care. He needs supervision. And he's not getting it here. Like, he doesn't even have an orderly or a home care or anything. I don't even think I'd trust him with home care because he could get really angry. And because he's got that frontal lobe injury, he's got he's got limited control of his aggressive tendencies. So, but I mean, like each person is different, right? So, like I've had temporal lobe, I've got frontal lobe, and that. But yeah, I'm not begrudging. Nope, nope, nope. But enough is enough. Enough is enough. So I'm going to, right after this, I'm going to try and find the number. And I know Juliet sent it to me, but I'm not sure. Because sometimes it is that it goes and it gets rerouted to someplace in the States for doing with insurance for the elderly. What's that got to do with, Manitoba housing? So, yeah, so I'm going to do that. And I had that card, though, on the fridge. I had put it there. And then all of a sudden, yeah. Unless it's sitting under one of my magnets. So, but I know that him back here, he had his door open when he was carrying on. So he heard it. I mean, how could you not hear it? So, you know, I wish him well and everything, but this is getting to be too much here now. You know, and one of these days he's going to lash out at someone. Oh, I'm sure I got a bullseye on my back now. He has enough self control that when he's told that he needs to keep quiet, that he can do it. So he can follow directions. But he was just so aggressive and that it's terrible. It's just terrible. None of us should have to deal with that. You know, we have our safety to consider too. And all I did was I opened up the door and I said, "Why are you yelling? And why are you swearing?" You know? And then he was at Lee, and excuse me, and I was really worried that he was going to go and attack her. Yeah, I thought, like, he can't throw punches because he doesn't have the strength in his arm, but he could have. He was verbally assaulting her for sure, and me, and me at the end, and me. And he's probably on medication, and he probably doesn't take his medication. We all deserve, it doesn't matter where you live, we all deserve a safe place to live. Oh dear. Oh well, we'll see what happens. So I hope that this weekend is a good weekend for you, and especially those of you stateside or wherever you are stationed, that you remember all of your fellow soldiers, and even the ones that are not even part of your, you know, like the Canadian military, the Australian military, you know, the UK military, right? We're all the same. We're all the same. We have the same colored red blood through all of us. And when one member suffers, we all suffer. Right? So yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. So Gigi, I can't wait until I see how your robin is. I thought that was just a small thing. I thought you would have had that finished a long time ago. But you probably worked on it and put it down and worked on it and put it down. Yeah. So I don't know what a question will be for next Sunday. Anybody got any questions that would be a good one? And don't be afraid to work on dark colored fabric or even modeled fabric or anything like that. Yes, I've been busy with the garden and other things and haven't stitched much. Okay, well, you're excused then. Oh, I'm going to be busy on Tuesday doing laundry. One after the other after the other. I may even change my bed on Tuesday. Might as well since I'm doing laundry anyways. Mm. So, yeah. Boy, those birds sure make a mess. I think they eat a few seeds and dump quite a bit more on the ground. It's just the little sparrows out there right now. We have these sparrows, and then we have, I think they're called the Harris sparrow. They're bigger, they're a barn sparrow. Yeah. So, but I should be on, next Sunday again. But I will be doing videos, and hopefully this week I will be able to start on Time Traveler. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I want to start. So, and if you're looking for fabric and threads and everything else, try Painting Fairy. It's a good company. Yes, a lot of their kits are extremely expensive. Extremely so. Like they're $150, $200 plus. I can't afford them. But there are ones there that are $20, $30, $40. And you will get 5% off if you use the discount code Ava Kunzelman, all one word, EVAKUNZELMAN, and all in capitals. Well, they had it in capitals, so. But the threads are only like 30 cents. But mind you, if you get, like, sometimes you can get like 10 in a package or something like that, it's even a little bit cheaper. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting that in. I'm eager to try that fabric. Yes. So, someone on a garden tractor? Where is it? Yep, he went back. I don't know where he cut the lawn, but yeah. So I hope that you enjoyed today's live and my venting. Oh my gosh. That just threw me for a loop. That just threw me for a loop. I'm still in knots. So I know they tell you don't get involved, but I thought that he was going to attack her. Ah, thank you, Lynette. I see that you didn't go outside, unless you took your um, tablet with you and watched it outside. Yeah, I try. I know that my channel isn't for everybody. I know that. And sometimes I ramble on because I don't know what to say and all of that. But I still enjoy doing it. And I don't know if Exie was on here. Was Exie on here at all? If she was very quiet. Didn't say anything. Always remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Yes. So we've just got a few more minutes left. And no, still inside, still raining. Oh, yes, that's right. It is raining. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad we have sunshine. We've got sunshine right through. We were supposed to get our first 30-degree temps on Tuesday. Now, we may still get it, but I'm not sure. So, yeah. So I will show you what this looks like. And I will pick this up. I'm going to finish off this thread though. And, oh gosh, wait a minute. Let me go up here. So that's where I'm at. I'm working on here his hair and his beard and that. So, and he's got a lamb right here. Yeah, that's the head of the lamb right there. So, and that's his leg. So, yep. So next week I'll work on that some more. And eventually I'll get it done, which will be nice. And then I will mount that and it'll go over to the church. So, anyways, guys, I think that's it. We'll wrap it up. And thank you all for watching. And thank you for commenting and answering questions and just being there. Absolutely. Absolutely. Christina, I'll talk to you in a bit after I do my phone call. You're welcome. Yes, and enjoy your Memorial Day and that. So, anyways, we will see you on tomorrow's video. Toodaloos, everybody.